and the CEO of Simply Flying. Imagine if kids could fly free every single time, all the way up to 14 years old, not just 2. That's exactly what Frontier Airlines is doing in the US. For those who may not have flown or heard of Frontier Airlines, it's an ultra low cost airline in the US, just like Ryanair or Spirit or Volaris or Tiger in different parts of the world, which means you have to pay for everything else on top of your ticket fare. Frontier is also targeted towards families, and that's why this is a really good idea. It might seem on the surface that, wait, kids fly free, that's going to bankrupt the airline. But just because the way Frontier is structured and its fares are structured, this is actually quite smart. Let me dive a little deeper. Firstly, it targets families. Frontier's core market are people traveling for leisure, visiting friends and family, relatives, and kids often travel Frontier with their parents. So this is directly targeting the families that Frontier is after. Secondly, there are a few caveats which are very important in making this work. Frontier will fly kids free only for its subscription club members. Those people who are paying a $59 annual fee to be part of its fare club will fly kids for free. And that's interesting because right away it drives more people to subscribe to Frontier Airlines. It's a subscription based product which has been piloted by others like Volaris and to a smaller extent by Spirit. They're all part of the same group, by the way, Indigo Partners, and they cross pollinate and learn from one another. A very interesting part of this initiative is kids up to 14 years old fly free, but only their fare is free. I did some basic search on their website. Flying from the West Coast to Orlando for 4 people would save the family about $300 in just fares because kids are flying free. That's significant savings. But it's important to note that there are other caveats. For example, kids still need to pay for baggage, which can be up to $60 if you're paying at the gate. It will be cheaper if you're paying it online. And kids still need to pay for seat assignment. So if you want to sit together, you're paying anywhere from $6 to $25 per person. You also want to pay for food. You want to pay for any additional services that you might buy. So the fare is actually a very small part of the range of services that Frontier offers its passengers. So Kids Fly Free, I think, is genius on two fronts. One, it targets the exact demographic that they're going after, the families visiting grandmothers and other relatives, for example, or going to Orlando. So it will grow their base and through subscription. So there's a high chance that it will auto renew. People are vested in the airline now and they're interested in flying even more because they have paid something upfront. And secondly, a bit like Groupon, the best Groupon businesses were those which didn't just discount their original service, but those that had lots of add ons and drove loyalty. Just like this, Frontier has lots of add ons from bags to seat assignment, and ultimately, 2 kids with the family will pay significantly more than a single person traveling on full fare. And that's the main thing. From a Frontier perspective, it should work out quite well for the airline, and from a family perspective, it works too because it saves them on airfare. A win-win situation that is not often very common in the airline industry, certainly not in the ultra low-cost world. Let me know what you think about the Kids Fly Free. Will this bankrupt Frontier Airlines or is this a genius move? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Meanwhile, you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you tomorrow.